Hey, I'd just like to share something for a minute or two, and I wasn't even planning to share this today, but I felt compelled to in the last hour or so. I really wanted to jump on, and I had a couple of very uplifting meetings with people today around their communication. And here's what I've learned. There's two things that I've learned, and you've heard parts of this from me before if you've seen other videos of mine, but two things that I've learned that have really changed speaking and communicating for me. And number one is just always being myself and always being me. And while I have not yet been on a huge stage, and see these lights behind all these, I'm not on a stage right now, but it seems like it with this big production here. But even though I haven't been on a big stage in front of hundreds and thousands of people, I've been in rooms full of dozens of people. And I am just me. I'm just myself. I just get up there, talk, share, teach, guide, listen, and be who I am and who I want to be. Most importantly, who I want to be. I'm not playing a role. I'm not trying to live up to an expectation. I'm not trying to be Gary Vaynerchuk or Simon Sinek, as much as I love some of these people and learn a lot watching them. Grant Cardone, many other dynamic speakers. But you know what's good about a lot of them and many others? Marie Forleo is another one. She's got a new book out. I've been watching some of her talks. Is they're themselves. Marie likes to be, a little dynamic and crazy on stage. Gary's loud and rambunctious. Simon's more mindful, but a great storyteller. Grant Cardone is loud, and make sure he's very passionate about his message around money. They are who they are. Be who you are. Be you. I am who I am. And man, has that lesson resonated with me. And there is no time now that I'm in front of a room or speaking with people, whether it's a couple or 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or whatever it might be in the future when I'm speaking in front of hundreds, I'm just going to be me. And I'm going to love every second of it because it's real. And when you're doing something that's real, you'll see the difference. The other thing is always make sure that you're giving them what they need. Give the audience what they need and want. Give them what they're there for. That is a game changer. They came, for some big names, they came to see that big name person, but they also want to take something that's going to help them, that's going to give them value, that's going to help change their life, change part of their life. And the only way a speaker can do that is by knowing what they're there for. And sometimes it takes asking. You know what I love to see? When somebody's on a big stage and it's a big production or a big event, and they're still asking the audience, what do you want to get out of this? What do you want to know? Grant Cardone does that all the time. Doesn't matter whether you agree with what he teaches or who he is or what he shares. Notice with people like him that he's always about what the audience wants and needs. And I never start a workshop or an event or a talk without asking people, what are you here for? What do you need? What do you want to get out of this? Those two things have changed everything about my speaking and my communication. They will change everything for you. If you're already in the midst of doing a lot of talks or events or workshops, if you have a big presentation, if you're going to be on a stage soon, be you and understand what the people in the audience are there for so you can give it to them. And even if you have to ask at the start, do it. Who cares? They'll love you for it. I gotta get out of here, but make sure those two things, okay? Really, really important. Being yourself and deliver them what they want, and you'll be great at it, I promise.